Hello and welcome to your inward journey, where we're going to learn the basics of solitude with, yes, me, Tonya Dee. And once again, thanks for joining me. And please stay till the end for a bonus guided meditation I'm super excited to share with you. And it's actually part of my Soliciting Solitude venue. So solitude, this isn't science, it's zenitation. It's your gateway to modern meditation without scientific exploration. And as you enter the corridor into modern day meditation, what I like to refer to as soliciting solitude, I want you to imagine coming into contact with an alien, a higher intelligence, say, learning in a split second that a luminous joy is actually on your side. Imagine, too, that you made contact in a simple way that there's no need to ever feel helplessly out of touch with something you always suspected but could never quite reach. Would that be a helpful wisdom, a flash of insight, an aha, or an epiphany? The feeling of a loving, powerful presence. How would you feel? Go ahead and comment there in the chat. I bet it would be a pinnacle in your life experience into a spiritual awe. So this corridor opens the door to all of my Soliciting Solitude extras in my online courses that are actually part of my club. And you'll also be able to get acquainted with other like-minded people that are part of my Tonya Dee Club on my social media page, including Soliciting Solitude and my other online courses. You'll be able to discuss and share, ask questions, or even other topics. But understanding the first few exercises, which will ultimately lead to a musing level of the mind. So just like any daily ritual that you create, zenitation has its own benefits. And what you will discover once you start a journey into the source of this unique benevolent space, you'll notice that you actually start to crave it. And you'll notice the output of your life starts to change. Why? When you start a ritual of soliciting solitude, you practice getting into your own inner spirit and connecting with this energy. And it will automatically bring you into the present moment, raise your frequency or your vibration. It relaxes you and relieves stress, strengthens your intuition and your ability to focus, allowing the inner voice to stream in and hear more clearly. It fills you with light and love, shifts your mood to an optimistic venue, and creates more self-love. And who doesn't want that? So soliciting solitude, along with being in a zenitation space, is like riding a sensational airwave of bliss. So here are some short, simple steps to some different ways where you can zenitate. In basic solitude, you sit in a comfortable chair, cross-legged position on the floor, or in a chair with your hands on your knees, or even in your lap. You sit up straight and you relax your entire face, especially your jaw and your forehead. You close your eyes, or if it helps you to focus and not fall asleep, keep them open and gaze softly at a spot on the ground a couple of feet in front of you. Focus on your breathing, noticing how it's moving in and out of your body. You don't have to breathe in any special way. Just focus on it. Gently release any thoughts that come into your mind or your brain and refocus on your breathing. Keep your mind clear and as empty as possible and listen for intuitive hits that may or may not come through. Ta-da! That's really it. That's all you have to do. But here are some options and suggestions and some reasons why. Set a timer. You've got enough distracting thoughts without checking the clock to see how long you've been at it every 30 seconds. Light a candle and focus on it. Sometimes just having a place to rest your eyes can help you get centered and into the Zen. Sit and face the candle that you place on the floor in front of you while you meditate and see if that works for you. Imagine a bright beam of light shooting down from the sky, shining in through the top of your head, running through your entire body, and then out the base of your spine and up to the sky again, so that it makes a complete circle. I sometimes find this easier to focus on than the ever popular breathing method. Plus, it fills me up with energy and light, and it makes me feel more energetically connected to spirit as a whole. Use a mantra. Sometimes when the crickets are blasting in my head or overly active, it's nice to bring in a mantra to cleanse them out. I repeat a word, maybe a phrase in my mind, like Om, or I am enough. And more importantly, I love myself. Just something that makes me feel good and actually radiates out of my entire being. They are fairly neutral. And you could use something simmering if that's your thing, like a simmering cup of coffee. And I guess if that works for you and it's your thing, just sit and hold that cup of coffee with your intention. Try and do it first thing in the morning so you're not distracted by whatever your day brings. And you'll also be more connected because you're just been awoken up from your night's sleep. Then, if there's something in your life that you're working on or through, you can set an intention. Ask for help during your meditation practice. Soliciting Solitude is about receiving information from the universe. Setting intentions and praying are about sending information out to the universe. And there are two ways you can do this. You can start with a question like, for me in the past, how do I deal with my pain in the ass teenage son? And see what, if any, answers download while you're meditating. Or meditate first and open your channels and clear the clutter and the idle chatter, and then ask your question in a space of clarity and connection. And then see what, or if anything, actually comes to you. Guided meditation. So there are countless ways and information in my Soliciting Solitude course that can get you in your zone. I walk you through meditations, and I suggest the guided route when you're first starting out, especially if you're having trouble wrangling your mind into submission. I have amazing training wheels for you to get going, especially if you want to focus on something specific. But there are also guided meditation centers all over the place. And it's actually nice every once in a while to do a group meditation because you can really feed off the energy and get the discipline to sit there for extended periods of time. So do a little research on meditation centers or ashrams in your area. Yoga studios hold guided meditations too. You actually just need to find the right one that works for you. Chanting. Chanting is also a great way to get you into the zone, where you can repeat a mantra over and over out loud or on your own. And if you prefer to avoid getting busted or possibly ridiculed, you can go to a group by attending a kirtan meditation class, because kirtan actually involves call and response chanting of a Sanskrit mantra or devotional songs. And you can attend classes at a yoga studio or even a meditation center. And there's also transcendental meditation. Say that word twice, right? But transcendental is a form that involves repeating mantras and sitting twice a day for around 20 minutes at a time, if you have time to do that. So yeah, that's me there in the picture in my little backyard. But I've had some pretty prophetic experiences while meditating, from seeing walls melt around me, feeling as if I was levitating, and been in such a state of euphoria that it almost hurts. But I've also had the complete opposite, where I fall asleep, squirming around, thinking about what to make for lunch. And I've been totally in the zone, realizing I was there, and then thought, awesome. And instantly, logic jumps in, and I actually get pulled out of the zone. The important thing is that you keep showing up. Even if you are there for only a complete second out of the 30 minutes that you've actually been sitting there, because it will start to make a notable difference in your life, which is extraordinary. And I believe Soliciting Solitude is even more essential now that we have all this technology at our fingertips, and distraction has actually become a way of life. Even though we as a group are becoming more and more conscious, I'm amazed how at the same time, our attention spans are rapidly shrinking. And I have noticed that you could be in a conversation with someone and they get a text in the middle of it and they completely check out. And it actually blows my mind that we could even speak in full sentences anymore. Aside from being one of the most powerful tools in our consciousness raising toolbox, Soliciting Solitude is a much needed respite from all this madness. And it will help us from becoming a bunch of scatterbrained Looney Tunes as we zoom around our exciting and extremely amazing world. So, why solicit solitude? Your innate being needs tending. And when we create and maintain a space of solitude, we're acknowledging that we take our essential being seriously. So every time we meditate, pray, or engage in our spirit, in reading spiritual practices, we are honoring our light within, honoring our amazing selves and our highest potential, and we're attuning ourselves with the sacred. Every day, there is so much that we have to do. Think about it. Work, personal maintenance, wake up, brush, comb our hair, drink juice if that's your thing, get your kids off to school, get to work, meetings, go to lunch, visit the dermatologist in my case, do laundry, pick up the dry cleaning, spend time with a significant other if you have one, attend PTA meetings, call our friends, buy birthday presents, walk the dog, Sir Didymus in my case. Not to mention thinking about what's on TV or what's for dinner. And we all go on at length about the things we have to do and all the things we want to do. And they're all important, but that doesn't mean that our spirit should ever be neglected. Now, there are so many amazing people, sincere seekers who resist the idea of soliciting solitude. Sometimes they haven't found a practice that suits them. Often they don't understand exactly what it does to solicit solitude. For example, what it is supposed to do. Rituals like meditation help us stay connected to the sacred within ourselves. If we feel lost, it helps us to find ourselves. And the practice is actually how we cultivate our spiritual garden. Different people tend to prefer different practices, just as different gardens grow different plants. But I'm optimistic that there is some form of regular meditation practice for everybody. So, what you will discover as you start your journey into solitude, that if you never manage to feel completely engaged, your spirit, body, or soul, a new world will open up for you. It's in the holistic awareness that the mind, body, and spirit are intrinsically connected. And when the Sufis of the East whirl, for example, they're using the movement of the body to center and balance their spirits and souls. So for thousands of years, these mystic yogis have known that we can use physical postures to change the state of mind. And meditation and breathing exercises alter our body chemistry, which in turn can affect physical and mental healing. So all over the world, people of all faiths are beginning to further examine the healing power in the echo of words through prayer. And spirit can work on a variety of levels. So all forms of spiritual practices share a common essence and a purpose, and they help us distinguish reality from delusion. They help us experience the clear light of understanding and divine wisdom. A great Zen master once actually said that when enlightenment experiences happen, they are accidents. He then went on and added, but spiritual practice makes us accident prone. Now think about that for a minute. So maintaining soliciting solitude, even if you don't get enlightened in this lifetime, you'll get lit up. And as they say, practice makes purpose, or even better, practice is perfect. So to simplify your life, clarify your mind, building and deepening your solitude. And again, thanks for joining me. And if I'm going too quick, please chat it up over there because I sometimes get rattling and get on my tangent. So there is no greater magic than meditation to transform the negative into the positive, to transform darkness into light. That is the miracle of meditation. And that was actually one of a yoga master's quotes. I couldn't say his name, but just know that. So sitting meditation is the basis and the foundation of meditation. In itself, it reflects the essence of simplicity. You close your eyes, you breathe in and out through your nostrils, pay attention, and something happens. What, you might ask? Exactly what happens for meditation. Clarity, my one-word response. My other is serenity. So here is a longer list of some of the other amazing benefits when you start to solicit solitude. It helps the mind empty of clutter and confusion. It makes us feel calm, peaceful, and more aware of our inner resources. It brings a sense of being centered, grounded, and balanced. It makes our senses and our perceptions more vivid. It also helps us to see how everything in life fits better. It helps us become more skillful at navigating life and consequently less likely to be buffeted around by the winds of fate. It helps us gain a greater insight into our personal hangups and our issues. Helps us become less egotistical and self-centered. It helps us increase our capacity and our ability to love, along with helping us to gain greater insight into the nature of our reality. It helps us become more mindful and able to lead our lives with greater awareness and understanding. It stops us from sleepwalking away our lives, and it wakes us up and makes us more conscious. It provides numerous health benefits, and it's been accredited with aiding in the healing process and improving ailments such as asthma, hypertension, even migraine headaches, stress, of course, as well as some attention deficit disorders. So there are many reasons for your interest in soliciting solitude, multi-layered reasons. Whoops, I got ahead. Sorry about that. Multi-layered reasons. And here is a few of them because it's spiritual as well as physical and emotional. So to cultivate ideals like wisdom, love, and compassion, to slow down minds that are restless, speedy, or detached, to help handle physical problems that have a mental or emotional component, to reconnect the soul, the body, and the spirit, to control minds that are filled with uncontrollable fear, anger, or obsessive thoughts, and to get more understanding into your own behavior, to meet fellow seekers, to open the heart and awaken the mind, to realize the divine, the source, the great spirit, and to become enlightened. It's exquisitely simple as well as practical and healthy, and it just makes great sense. It's safe and non-invasive. It doesn't fill you with toxic chemicals. It's natural, organic, and homegrown. It feels good, and it's actually good for us. A meditation a day keeps depression away, and guess what? Anybody can do it. And it's not exactly what people think. It's not always about sitting still and closing your eyes because there's numerous ways to create a space of solitude, including movement or dance, sound, music, visual imagery. Some people do chanting, some visualize, some need to do guided meditation. By extension, some people, it's basically anything that connects you to your natural mind, your innate awareness and wakefulness, the divine within and all around us. That is soliciting solitude. So I believe it's important to remember that there's a kind of solitude that's available to everyone. And I know there's some people that are in the middle of clinical depression that find sitting in solitude doesn't really suit their state of mind. Because sometimes when we're depressed, what we really need to do is get the energy moving. So while walking our natural space for solitude that includes movement just might be what's actually called for. The main intention is the cultivation of mindfulness, meaning anything that helps us reach that goal can be defined as solitude. Every act done in the sunlight of awareness becomes sacred. For example, washing dishes, scrubbing a floor, changing a diaper can all be part of a way to solicit solitude. Manual labor, because it requires concentration and attention, is particularly conducive to the cultivation of creating awareness in solitude. There are natural or nature ways to solicit solitude as well. For example, spending time in a garden weeding, watering, moving the soil creates a space of being there fully. And there is just nothing else to be or worry about or nowhere else I'd rather be. Playing music, for example, like a piano or a guitar, where each note requires perfect attention and mindfulness. If thoughts intrude, the off-key notes will provide instant feedback, right? So for me, walking Sir Didymus through the complex keeps me attuned, noticing everything on the path, hearing every sound, every bird call, rustling leaves, nowhere to do and nothing else to do, nothing missing and nothing in excess. The best of all possible worlds. Another one of my favorites is being near water or the sound of water, sitting by the beach. I sense the waves washing everything away. No need to watch my breath because the waves actually are doing it for me. Anybody else feel that way? So solitude creates an awareness of one. It is whole and flowing, ecstatic, not static. It's ever flowing. And the thing about it that's so remarkable is that the experience can be replicated. It's a time-tested inner science based on a technique that has been practiced for centuries. And those who enjoy solitude today derive the same sense of well-being as those who created it centuries ago. But the nature of the heart and the mind actually stays the same. So basic instructions for sitting are deceptively simple and not very different today than they were 2,500 years ago. And we're going to go through those steps. So number one, sit on a cushion or a mat with your legs crossed in a comfortable position. As comfortable as possible, actually. So if you find it difficult to get comfortable in this position, just don't give up. Remember, we are here to cultivate with your mind, not your knees. So you can sit on a chair or even on the couch if you'd like. Number two, keep your back as straight as possible. So relax and just don't tense up. Don't tilt or lean your head or your neck because it should all be centered. And let your shoulders fall naturally. Put your hands comfortably on your lap or even on your knees. Number three, you can keep your eyes open, closed, or half closed. Most people prefer to begin with eyes that are closed or half closed, but there's no rules, okay? Number four, breathe in and out through your nostrils. And as you do this, concentrate on the physical sensation of air going in and out through your nose. Feel the physical sensations. Focus on your breathing and nothing else. And if you like, you can count your breaths in the following way. So, breathe in through your nostrils, counting 1. Breathe out through your nostrils, counting 2. Breathe in through your nostrils, counting 3. Breathe out through your nostrils, 4. And continue doing this until you count to 10. And then go do it all over again. 5, relax. Stay open, stay loose. Keep your body quiet and your breathing calm, natural, and easy. And let everything settle naturally in its own way, in its own place, and in its own time. 6, stay in the moment, in the present, the divine sacred, okay? Don't mind Diddy barking in the background. See, focus. 7, let go of any thoughts, feelings, perceptions, or memories that occur while you're here. So whenever a thought, a feeling, a perception, or memory occurs while you're there, let it go and don't follow it. Simply concentrate on the breathing and do the same things with all the other forms of distraction. So if you hear a noise, feel an itch, or see a movement, let it go and keep your mind focused on your breathing. Because when the mind wanders, and it will, simply bring it back to the object of attention, the sensation of the breath at the nostrils, and keep returning again and again to the breath, to the simple awareness of the breath. So this is mindfulness of breathing at the basic creation of meditation and solitude. So if you like variety, lack the time, or any other reason you find to not solicit solitude, You can just tune in and listen on. I have different acts and stages for your beginning phase. The first act to get you initially started, exploring solitude and many ways of creating it. So there are 3 steps of solitude that I've included. Step 1 is arriving and centering. Step 2 is intensifying and focusing. Where step 3 is releasing and allowing. And then I also have pulse solitude, which is a transition and integration. I have a ritual to do for 7 days, plus an entire corridor to get you into the doorway of soliciting solitude. So with all that, let's move forward. And this is your bonus part of tuning in today. And I thank you for that. So this meditation, it's a complete effect on your energetic pathways. So when practiced daily or regularly, it promotes health, vitality, and longevity. And it will also enhance your inner emotional maturity, stimulate your creativity, cultivate an open mind, and raise your enthusiasm for life. So find a comfortable and peaceful place where you won't be disturbed for an hour or so. Actually, about 30 minutes. I'm going to go kind of quickly. So tell people not to disturb you. Turn your phone off if you can. Lock your dog up. I'm kidding. Sit comfortably with your back straight but not stiff. And feel free to move and adjust your body position to avoid any discomfort. And it's okay to sit in an armchair as long as your back's supported in an upright position. And go ahead and put a pillow under your feet or even a step stool so that they're not dangling around. Or just sit comfortably in a cross-legged position, Indian style, on your heels, Japanese style, whatever is most comfortable and enduring for you. Now, let's breathe calmly and center our breath behind our navel, sending your in-breath to your pelvic floor and your sacrum, letting it rise up slowly up your back, all the way inside your shoulder blades, and drop the weight of all your bones with each out breath. Keep relaxing and calming your breath until it becomes easy and slow. Take your time tossing yourself into a comfortable inner smile, as if you were immersing yourself into a bathtub full of inner smiles, and let your body soak up these inner smiles like a sponge. Feel the entire length of your inner pathways or your meridian system on both sides of your body at the same time. Your lung pathway from your chest to your thumbs. Your large intestine pathway from your index fingers to the sides of your nose. Smile in your stomach from your cheeks down the front of your body to your second toes and up your spleen and pancreas pathways from your big toes to your chest. Go ahead and smile in your heart from your chest to your little fingers, and in your small intestine pathway from your little fingers to the sides of your face. Smile into your bladder pathway from the inside corners of your eyes, up your head and down your back to your little toes. And in your kidney pathway from the bottom of your feet, up the inside of your legs to your collarbone in your chest. Smile into the pathway of your heart, from your chest to your middle fingers and into your triple warmer, from your ring fingers to the sides of your head by your ears. Smile into your gallbladder pathway from your head to your fourth toe and into your liver pathway from your big toes to your chest. Now, in front of you, at the center of your eyebrow, visualize a bright purple star, very bright, very purple or violet, shining so brightly that it can be seen all the way from outer space. Feel this bright purple star charging up with the regenerative power of nature, the healing power of the source, the divine, the great spirit, the healing power of all the saints and the mystics and all the spiritual masters that you know of and believe in. Draw that purple star to your mid-eyebrow until you feel some itchiness, some warmth, and your eyes feel like tearing maybe. Go deep within your heart and gather all the feelings that nourish your spirit. Everything that no one can take away from you. Your beliefs, the things you like most in your life, the people you love, your favorite animals, favorite trees, favorite stars, favorite movies, favorite rhythm, favorite place on earth. Bring all these feelings of love and passion to the purple light between your eyes, adding to the brightness and the feelings of warmth. Condense the purple light into a precious purple crystal made of absolute feelings of love and warmth. A purple or violet crystal, very shiny, very bright, holding all the healing powers of creation. Feel and visualize that powerful violet crystal right between your eyes and let it shine there for a while. Feel your brain progressively charging up with mental power, a power of absolute facts and determination. Slowly and carefully bring the shiny violet crystal from your mid-eyebrow to your heart and see if it turns bright red like a ruby in the sun, charging your heart with warmth, love, enthusiasm, and high spirit. Breathe. Now, bring your crystal to your lower abdomen and see it turning deep and dark like a smoky quartz or deep black like obsidian, and feel the power of that crystal charging you with creativity, willpower, life-giving force, and the power of all your unmanifested potential. Feel the power of focus and determination between your eyes with the bright purple crystal. Feel the power of love, high spirit, and enthusiasm in your heart with the bright red ruby. Feel the creative power in your lower abdomen with the deep black obsidian. Keep them there. Keep the awareness of their forces throughout this entire meditation. Be aware of the flow of life circulating in your body. Feel your blood circulating in your veins. Feel the general flow of your yin pathway flowing up the inside of your legs to your abdomen and all of your internal organs. And from your internal organs out to your chest and down the inside of your arms to your hands. Feel the general flow of your yang energy power pathway system flowing from the back of your hands to your head, down your back, front, and sides of your feet. Go ahead and be aware of the bright purple crystal between your eyes, charged with the healing power of the universe. Direct that crystal inside your body's energetic system to actually revitalize it. Feel that crystal between your eyes, charging with the alchemical force of wood, the principle of cultivation, of clarity and understanding, the principle of intelligence and problem solving, the principle of growth, production, planning, generosity, and abundance. Visualize that powerful crystal turning bright green inside your mind, in your head, like an emerald in the light. Feel that bright green crystal dividing into two and entering both of your eyes. And feel your eyes turning bright green, calming but invigorating green, very pleasant to your eyes. Feel and visualize the bright green light spreading to the optic nerves at the back of your eyes and spread the bright green light to your brain. Feel the bright green light filling your brain with soothing greenness, as if you were looking at a field of new grass in the spring sun. Very green, very bright, but very calming. Feel the bright green light spreading to your spinal cord and all the nerves in your body, all the way to the surface of your skin, to all of your internal organs, and to every nerve plexus. Look inward at your liver and your gallbladder under the right side of your rib cage and flash the bright green light at them. Take the time to see your entire liver turning green. And if there are any dark spots in your liver, any places in your liver that you're having a hard time visualizing, keep flashing that bright green light there. Smile at your liver until you get a smile back. And breathe. Feel your bright green crystals in your eyes charged with healing energy, and slowly and carefully bring them to the outer corners of your eyes, to your gallbladder pathway, your yang wood energy system. Slowly and systematically move the bright green crystals along the wood pathway to clarify it, opening all obstructions and moving all stagnation. Bring the bright green crystals along the gallbladder pathway on both sides of your head to your temporal bones, encircling your ears and zigzagging up to your forehead and back to the base of your skull, down your neck to your 7th cervical vertebrae, down the sides of your body and the sides of your legs to your 4th toes. In your feet, the bright green crystals travel to your big toes, where they connect to the yin wood pathway, your liver pathway. There, the bright green crystals travel up the inside of your legs. They penetrate your sexual and reproductive organs, and they continue up your abdomen, through your colon, penetrating the liver on your right side, and your pancreas on your left side. Cross your diaphragm, your chest, your throat, your jaws, and enter your eyes and into your brain. Bring the crystals back into your chest, into your lungs. There, they are going to turn bright and white like the reflected sunshine on a fresh fallen snow. Feel the bright white light emanating from the crystal as pure healing energy. Feel the bright white light shining from both crystals, energizing and clarifying both lungs. And take the time to feel the coolness of the bright white light from both crystals, penetrating the entire volume of your lungs, awakening the power of metal with all its attributes of sharpness, smoothness, coolness, uprightness, righteousness, sensitivity, honesty, emotional maturity, and courage. Feel the power of the crystals and the bright white light clarifying your feelings, validating your deepest and most hidden emotions. Feel the bright white light and the healing power of your metal elemental force spreading to your skin, enhancing your ability to be in touch, to feel, to appreciate. Feel it through the whole length of your large intestines and through the entire volume of your lungs. Feel the crystals in the lungs rising in your chest and coming out near your shoulders at the lung pathway, also called the yin metal pathway, slowly and gently flowing down your arms to your thumbs. Make sure you can visualize the bright white light along the entire length of both of your lung pathways. Go ahead and feel and visualize the crystal and the bright white light moving from your thumbs to your index fingers, entering your large intestine pathway or your yang metal pathway. Visualize the bright white light flowing up your arms all the way to your 7th cervical vertebrae, then along your shoulders, up your neck, and crossing each other under your nose at the sides of the base of your nose. Now, bring both crystals from both sides of your nose to your cheeks. There. The crystals turn golden as they enter the stomach pathway or the yang earth pathway and flow around the jaws and down your neck to your chest, crossing both of your nipples and down to your abdomen and the middle of both legs, the middle of both ankles, to your 2nd toes. There, your bright golden crystals enter the spleen and pancreas pathways on the outside of your big toe, also called the yin earth, and flow up the inside of your legs to your abdomen, where they enter the digestive organs. There, They harmonize the digestive functions and provide all the attributes of earth energy: nurturing, satisfaction, contentment, unconditional support, solidity, consistency, balance, harmony, regularity, comfort, practicality, and good judgment. Feel these earth qualities being carried through the golden light and feeding all the muscles in your body with a sense of satisfaction, relaxation, and peace. Visualize and feel both crystals in your body moving from the digestive system to your chest, where they turn bright red as they enter your heart, your yin fire organ, and radiate beautiful love energy, stimulating your spirit, soothing any scars you have there with the warm feelings of a magic balm. Bring the bright red light from your heart to your tongue and to your eyes. There's a direct connection there, very easy to find. A connection that doesn't tolerate lies or even bad language. A connection that establishes the interrelationship between your spoken words and your spirit. A connection that makes you speak from your heart and nourishes your spirit instead of destroying it. Let the fire energy penetrate your tongue and burn warm and clean without smoke in both your heart and your tongue together, nourishing the principles of high-level communication, high spirit and joy, intuition, consciousness, truthfulness, conscious, respect, and sacredness. Bring the bright red light into your abdomen, inside your small intestine, your yang fire space, where your spirit manifests, where your gut feelings originate. This is where you have the sense of being on the right track, the place within you where you get the sense of true, genuine, and spontaneous laughter. Smile at your small intestine. Breathe into it. Listen to it. Feel the warmth in it. Bring the bright red light and the warmth of your spirit to your blood and feel every blood cell in your body warm, happy, and smiling. Bring your bright red crystal from your heart to your heart pathways, your yin fire space, under your arms. Then bring the bright red crystals down the inside of your arms to your little fingers, where they connect to the yang fire pathway, your small intestine pathway. And from there, they go up the back of your arms, across your shoulder blades, to your 7th cervical vertebrae, and up your neck to the sides of your face. And from the sides of your face, your bright red crystals cross to the other side of your eyes, near your nose, at your tear ducts, the first points of your bladder pathway, the yang water energy. There, your crystals turn deep blue, very deep, very blue, like the ocean. From there, your deep blue crystals go up your forehead and flow down the back of your head, the back of your neck, down your back like a soft shower, all the way to your feet, to your little toes. There, they connect to your yin water energy, your kidney pathways, at the bubbling spring at the bottom of your feet, your groundwater connection with the earth. There, you're going to feel the genuine power of water. Very strong, but extremely gentle. The power of gentleness, the power of sinking effortlessly, following the path of least resistance, with the ability to spring forth with tremendous power. Water is the power of cleanliness, clarity, fluidity, and freshness. It is the power of regeneration, creativity, and the life-giving force. Feel and visualize your deep blue crystal entering the yin water energy or your kidney pathway from under your feet, going up the inside of your legs to your sacrum, your abdomen, all the way up to your collarbones. From your sacrum, visualize the deep blue light entering your spine and flowing to all your bones, to your kidneys, and to your ears. Visualize the crystals in your chest now turning purple, reflecting a beautiful violet light and entering your yin endocrine fire energy or your heart controller pathway and going down the middle of the inside of your arms to your middle fingers where they enter your triple warmer, your yang energy fire pathway in your ring fingers. From there, they continue up the middle of your back, of your arms, and meet at your 7th cervical vertebrae. Then go up to the sides of your head by your ears, your temporal bones, your eyebrows, and meet again between your eyebrows, where they inwardly connect with your chain of main endocrine glands, the energetic centers corresponding to these physical endocrine centers known as your energy fields and centers or your chakras. And take the time to energize each main endocrine gland and reinforce its connection within the network of communication. Picture and feel your pineal and your pituitary glands shining extremely brightly between your eyes, like beautiful twin violet stars, shining so brightly that they can be seen all the way from outer space. Bring the violet light to your throat and feel your thyroid center there being activated and shining very brightly. Bring that same bright violet light to your thymus in your chest above your heart. Feel it charged and shining there again very brightly. Feel and visualize the same bright violet light in your solar plexus, shining the energy of your pancreas there. Bring that same violet light to your door of life, that place in your lower back opposite your navel, and feel the energy of your adrenals being gathered there and brightly shining that violet light. Feel and visualize the same bright violet light energizing your reproductive glands in your lower abdomen, ovaries for women, testicles for men, and let the bright violet light shine from your pelvic floor. Feel and visualize the 7 main endocrine centers in your body shining that same violet light very brightly, shining together like a very bright constellation. Visualize the healing power of that violet light and a beautiful smile, an irresistible, genuine smile like a baby smile, a beautiful woman smile, a saint smile, making that bright purple constellation not only very bright, but also very warm and balmy. Let the violet light travel back and forth to all the stars of your endocrine glands, energizing them, balancing them, with each one covering for the others in case any are weak or have been surgically removed. Take the time to feel and visualize your entire pathway system with all its internal connections to your internal organs, all the different colors flowing very smoothly and very brightly. Feel the circulation of the energy and the different lights in your pathway system, up your yin energy on the inside of your legs, the front of your torso, inside your arms to your hands, the inside of your yang pathway from the back of your arms to your head, and down your back, your sides, and front of your body and your legs. Keep the feelings and the memory of this practice deep within you. Keep breathing. Now, Take a few breaths. Slowly come to center. Open your eyes. How does everybody feel? Sorry, I'm sure that felt kind of long, but I hope it got you all rebooted and energized. To begin your inward journey, my online offer is only an investment of $111. You can find it at club.tonyadee.tv/soliciting-solitude. There are beginning meditations if you are new to soliciting your inner solitude, beginner into advanced. And to top it off, the value of this investment in you doesn't stop there. You also have the meditations that are elemental, the energy body demystified, change your stars, secrets of the other world, and voices of the other world. So this meditation library is going to be added to as your journey continues. More meditations are going to be evolving. That right there is an extra bonus, an add-on. Blessings and gratitude to you, and to add to the investment, you'll be able to listen right on your phone through an app or on the web. Simple and easy. With that, I will see you on the other side. Ashe.